Hey, I'm Capt.Eddie Castle, and last week I showed you how to fix the bottom of a bowl. What I didn't show you enough information on was the tool I used and how to sharpen it. What I used was a fingernail gouge, just like that. What I used to sharpen it was my Blackhawk sharpening rig. So if you got a minute, I'm going to crank up the Blackhawk and show you how to sharpen this puppy. And then go back over again some of the technique that I used in order to make it work the way I make it work. And I learned all this and more from a guy named Eddie. So if you're looking to buy a video to enjoy with you, your friends, or your club, buy the Eddie collection. This guy knows his turning, and he's got no ego. And he's not out to sell a lot of stuff. He's just out to show you how to turn. Just like I'm going to do. All you have to do is watch. Well, I'm glad we edit this stuff, because I dropped all my toys on the floor a minute ago. Now, let's get back to what we were doing. This is my Blackhawk. I sell this, full disclosure. But this can also be your Wolverine, I don't know, any of the other names out there. Except this one's got two places. Comes in important. Now, fingernail gouge. Let me show you this thing here for a second. You haven't seen one like that before, have you? Nope, really had. I mean, this must throw you off a little bit, right? All right, let me tell you what that's all about. If I was trying to sharpen this and I stuck at my gauge and I tried to get my 2 inches on the end out here, like that, I would run out of flute. You see, I ran out of flute. See the end of the flute right there? I'm not going to throw this puppy away. It's still a great detail gouge. So I just extended the flat spot a couple of times here until I got something to put the jig on. That's it. Now my jig sits totally flat and happy. I get my 2 inches and I've got a right setup. Oh, like this. What, $12 in the catalog for a plastic 2-inch gauge? Come on, guys. It's a piece of 2-inch wood by an inch. Piece of 2-inch wood by 3/4 inch. I glued them together. I put a block on the end down here. I just made mine out of coriander. What are you going to make yours out of? Because if you got $12 for this, I'll send you one. But I'm not out to sell this. Save the money. Make your own, for goodness gracious. Right. Catalog services, robbing our brains. Okay, I'm out 2 inches. Right? Now, what is all this set at? Set this out the way and show you. This is my setup template for my Ellsworth. Now, this is also made out of coriander. As you can tell, I got a lot of this junk laying around. I'm 7 inches out to where I pivot. From the face of the wheel to here to where I pivot. I'm only measuring from the face of the wheel, not the hub. 7 inches. Now, from the hub, from the center of the shaft, I leveled out and I went down and I found this at 4 inches. So 7, 4, and 2. Remember those. That's your magic numbers. 7, 4, 2. 2 is what you stuck out. Alright, now your rig is set. Guess what? This will also sharpen David Ellsworth's gouge just like David wants it to. Perfect every time. With this setting, 7, 4, and 2. We're going to crank it up. Sits in there. Light cut. Light cut. So we've got to tighten things down before we start off. Okay. Over here. Light cut. Don't have to do any heavy bearing. I'm not removing a lot of steel. Why? Because last time I sharpened it, I had this little jiggy in the way. This is called AccuSet. I don't think anybody else has got that. Why? Because I got tired of wasting steel. This sets my gauge. When I tighten it down, I have it in the right spot. Every time I change this arm, take it out and put it back in, my AccuSet, nice name, right? Puts it at the same spot every single time. So I remove less material, buy less tools, and keep my money. All right, now, I put that front nosing on it. I sharpened it. That's what I'm going to cut with. Come up a little bit closer and show you. All right? You see the bright spot right there? Yeah, that's what I'm going to cut with. But when I'm doing this little fine fingernail cut, I don't need a lot of steel behind it. Everything back here is just backup. It's like, you know, 1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12, send me backup. This is backup. It doesn't really see any line of fire. It's back here. So, I'm going to put down in this pocket. Where's that pocket? That pocket's 2 inches forward and 2 inches down. Yeah. It's so exact I don't remember it. But it's about that much. What's that going to do? It's going to take the back off. Why am I doing that? Because that back will get in my way when I turn it across the bottom. I'm showing you in a minute, but I'm not going to resharpen this to show you. I'll show you what a void is, not what a contact is. How much? I want to leave about 2 millimeters out there. Okay, for you guys that live on this side of the pond, a little bit less than an 1/8 inch. All right? I'm going to leave a little smile out there. Now, that is a final sharp tool. Total time, if you got everything set up, is about 15 seconds. Maybe. See if we get any closer. Can you see what that thing looks like? There you go. Now that is ready to go. You gotta move. I gotta move. I gotta get a piece of wood. I'm going to show you what this does. You ready? I'm ready. We're going to go back to the rig that we had a while back. This is a bowl I turned a long time ago. I've got it stretch tape or strap taped to a faceplate. The faceplate's got a rubber mat on the face of it. I held it from a center that I previously referenced, pushed it up against the plate, taped it in place. This is fairly solid for me to return the bottom and fix it. Now, it stayed pretty straight. What we're going to do now is show you how this cutter works going across the bottom of this bowl. I'm going to make one cut from way up there, and then we'll bring you in a little bit closer, okay? Speed, about 1,000 RPMs. I'm going to start, my tool will run dead center. You can see where it'll touch the center. That's important that I'm running dead center. I'm going to start rubbing the bevel and then turn the blade to initiate the cut. You see how fine a cut that is? This is extremely dry wood. Now, what's doing the cutting? Oh yeah, by the way, my whole blade's moving parallel to that wood. Not this. The whole way, just like this. You can't do a stick and push on this maneuver. You have to do a slide. Stick and push, slide. I can pick up my bevel. If I leave a mark, let's say, oh, you see that second echo? And go back and take that out. Now, showed you a little bit. Let's get you in a little bit closer. We'll go back and do this again. Right here, watch the tool. I want to turn it on. I twist open. I go from bevel to edge. I'm only cutting with this piece right here. All this in the back does nothing. It's not even making contact. I'm rubbing this bevel and I'm cutting this. If I would have darkened that bevel, let's darken it a little bit, and then get up and make contact, you see it? That's what made contact. Now, we're going to go back here. How do you stopped or you found the gap? What do? You rub the bevel again until you feel it initiate. And if it doesn't grab, then you open it a little bit more. Always a little bit at a time. Oh man, I fell off. What do? I go back where it's safe. I rub the bevel. I open it up. Ah, there we go. We pick it up again. Uh-oh, you'll be cutting too much. Step out a little bit. Relieve the cut. Come back, pick it up again. You learn how to read the bevel, you just need to go in and out. You don't have to twist the tool. Now when I get up against that edge, if I kept pushing over there, there's a good chance I'm going to get a catch. What do? Let me see. I can just adjust the edge by reading the bevel. And I don't have such a flat out edge straight to get a catch on. It's amazing how that'll work, wouldn't it? Okay, now let's go the other way. I've got this dressed off and I'm not real happy with it. I'd make another pass at a little bit more speed. I'd put another 150, 200 RPMs on it. Let's move it a little bit more because I'm reading the harmonics. I'm moving the same rate it is. So I'm going to go out here. Again, read my bevel. Push out. I need to cut right here. Open it up. Not yet. Open it up. Look at that. Look. See what happens when I fell off? I just went back and found it. How small that cut is. And look at this. Since I started out in the center, go back and clean that center up so clean, you'd have a hard time finding it. Now that is good. You get you in a better position. We'll do one more. We keep going. We're going to finish this bowl one day. If everything I shot comes out, you're going to see a good video. And you'll learn how to not only sharpen that tool, what to sharpen it on, how to take it, how to dress it, and why it works that way. And don't forget, if you need help with something, all you got to do is email me. And you get all that at EddieCastellan.com. It's a great source for carbide cutters, turning tools, the Black Hawk rig, all kinds of things. I got stuff there. You just need to go check out the stuff. Alright. And I want to thank the guys that sent me some wood. Got some beautiful stuff came in recently. Got desert ironwood. I've got some stuff from Kentucky, from Tennessee, I got nothing from Texas. Nothing. Man, I got all that wood and they sent me nothing. Alright, I'm Capt.Eddie Castellan. I'm making shavings. I don't know what you're doing, but I got shavings around my feet. Look, look. They're my clothes and my shoes. They're my Crocs. Crocs. I said Crocs. Alright, you take care now. What else can we do to you?